That was a very good business decision.
Oh yeah.
All I'm gonna say is, all I'm gonna say is,
Get crazy.
I don't think Travis Scott is all I'm gonna go with.
You thought Meek's album was better than Pusha T's album?
Yeah.
What?
Pusha T's album was wild.
That's some hard, man. I'm not gonna set back
Both of y'all? I'm shocked.
Pusha T's album.
Shocked.
Pusha's alright, but we're
Talk about pain.
True.
Alright, let's start this off right before we get into this deep thrombosis.
Alright, make one mistake.
Once again, it's your boy Mac 357 and your boy.
Big Chuck in the building.
This is the Evening Experience radio show right here from 5 to 7 every Thursday. Hit that YouTube live and subscribe. Bushwick Bully, we in the building. Shout out to that F Out of Here show. Definitely want to give him mad props because they just won an award for one of the best radio shows around.
That's right.
We coming for that award next year. The Evening Experience is coming. We had a lot of guests up here, famous and otherwise. We gonna work on. We might do a collab.
We're gonna do a collab.
See, we got to collab, we got to build
Yeah.
together. See what I'm saying? It's this New York thing where we want to we don't want to work together and build. We want to just come for everybody.
Hold up, but right now in the building is one of them. Yo, this brother's incredible. I think they'll call it neo hip hop.
Neo hip hop.
Hostile is in the building.
Yeah. How y'all feeling out there?
Welcome.
I'm straight from Queens. This is a long trip out here, but I'm hip hop dedicated, so
Sure.
that long train ride was alright. You know what I'm saying?
And you might want to burn that hat.
Never.
I root for the underdogs right about now. You know what I mean? Are you a Knicks fan?
Of course.
They ain't even underdogs at this moment. They just under.
They're a little under the 500 mark, but
Way under the line.
Say we got some time. It's only December.
You still gonna go to the garden. You still
Yeah.
gonna watch a game.
There's not gonna be one of
Still
them.
lit.
Listen to me. There's not gonna be one of them in the basketball in February, the All Stars. There ain't gonna be one of them.
That's fine. That's fine.
Well, we're still a development in the making.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Y'all say that every year.
We need Porzingis when he comes back.
KD gonna sign next summer, right? Kemba gonna sign next summer. Watch. Watch. Like you said, speaking into existence, right? Speaking into existence, right?
Yeah, let's speak to this.
All right.
I like that.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay. Like if my
We can
man,
turn this into a sports show.
look at me.
Real
If Kevin Durant signs, it's only because of the money. He already got his ring. Anyway, I want to say to you,
Yes.
tell us who Hostile is.
Hostile. It's an energy. That's what it is. Hostile. It's funny, man. The name Hostile is funny. No, not the particular name, but the story behind it, because it's funny. I was listening to you in the last interview,
All right.
and you and I are the same age.
Hey.
So we have a great appreciation for hip hop.
Young, bro.
So
We got a great appreciation. I just turned
I gotta
from.
get ready.
Look, I'm not afraid.
I gotta get ready to take over.
I just-
Two. Not one, but two. All right. Let's go.
But we about to get hostile up in here.
Hey.
Let's go.
But when you go into high school and you're trying to blend in and so on and so forth, it's funny because first of all, I went to Catholic school before I went to high school. You know what I mean?
Okay.
My parents were strict on etiquette, education.
Mhm.
But it's funny because they named me Hassan. My original name, I don't care. It's my government name. Hassan. Hassan is Arabic. Back in the days, we had 5% and so on and so
Alhamdulillah.
forth. Exactly. There you go. So going to Catholic school, I stood out. So I had to make up other names so people could not mess up my name. His head was called me hot sauce. And
Oh,
how do you say that?
wait. Oh. Hot sauce? Good
Hot
brother.
sauce would do.
And one.
Yeah, exactly. And one takes the school to the
Oh, no, we had a helicopter on the show.
A word?
Yeah. See, like I said, we got a lot of famous people that have been on our show.
Yeah, I got some ideas, okay. All right. So, coming to high school, I wanted to make up something that was dope that somebody could really remember. So, I took I had a good friend named Mike One. He was the first person that started doing my beats back in let's say 1990.
Hey.
Right? 1990, I'm about to come out of high school. He's like, yeah, man, I understand people can't understand, they can't pronounce the song. I'm gonna just call you Haas. right? So I was like, oh, that's kind of dope, because Nas was coming out. I felt like, oh, shoot, Nas. My parents are from Queensbridge, so I started to like, you know, have that swagger. And then I was like, you know what, I got my own style to it. So I took Haas and put style to it. Haas style. That's where I got it from.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I like
And
that.
I ran with it since.
Right.
And you know, people been trying to change my name, because you know, honestly, there's other hostiles out there.
This is true.
There's a hostile in the
But
South, there's a hostile in the
They ain't
West.
as good as the one that's sitting in
But-
front of us.
I'm from Queens, I'm
Hey.
a hostile that's holding down.
As you said, represent.
We represent Queens, Unisphere, you know what I'm saying? King
Right.
of the hoodie and everything.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
Yeah.
And thank you for having me on the show.
No,
First of all,
definitely.
I want to thank Bushwick Bully for giving me the opportunity to be on your show, you know what I'm saying?
Bushwick know for a fact
Mhm.
that when it comes to lyricism, shout out to Nita Exotic, shout out to
Nita
the
Exotic.
people.
I actually designed his album cover, the one that just
the
dropped.
current one?
Hell Up on Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Hell Up in Queens.
Yo,
Yeah.
Neat.
And that album's pretty dope.
Yes.
And we from the same hood. You know, we both from Flushing.
Okay.
Me and Neek, you know.
Well, Neat's supposed to have been here a minute ago.
Oh,
Neat.
word. Yo, Neek, what up?
What up, Nate? I was supposed to go down, and this was my fault.
Oh,
I was
yeah?
supposed to go down to the joint that Bumpy Knuckles had at SOB's. Neat was on that show.
Yeah.
So was Ice-T and a few
Oh,
other artists.
yeah, that was a
the
good
big
call.
joint that came on.
Yeah.
Lion J is a Bumpy Knuckles' daughter who was actually performing herself, and she is fine. Jock Kenner. All I'm gonna say is you work with incredible people.
Oh, yeah.
Because a lot of people don't know even Bushwick is an artist himself, who really gets down.
He been getting
and,
down.
and been getting down for years.
Mhm.
Shout out to him. for
Shout out to
being-
young black teenagers.
Yes.
Mhm.
Shout out to him being a veteran as well. He was an airborne ranger. A lot of people don't know that.
Mhm.
He could really jump out the plane
But
and handle his business when the boots hit the ground.
Exactly.
Because airborne rangers ain't no joke.
No, that ain't no joke.
Um,
And that's how him and I connected also, because
Okay.
I'm former military also.
okay.
So when we was talking about rap and he
you
was
army?
street,
Or
I was
Marine?
in the Air Force.
Oh, you a bus driver? Alright.
Now I'm a plane flyer.
Okay, so you actually
Well, I didn't fly no planes. I would I had to put some sauce on there, a little hot sauce on there.
I like that. I like that. Nah, because
But I was a couple of places though.
no. The reason why I said this is because my brother was in the army, and I
Mhm.
called him G.I. Joe with the Kung Fu grip.
Oh, yeah.
Marines are jarheads.
Yes.
Semper Fi. I always loved the Marines. That's where I wanted to go.
About the Navy.
PDQ.
Uh-huh.
Squids. You know that? Come on, man. I know all the names.
I know.
And y'all were just known as the bus drivers because
Bus drivers.
it's
We
not
call it
like
baby flight. That's what
they,
it's called.
you know, the Air Force in of itself would come in and do like cleanup, drop the bombs if they needed to, you know, do
Yeah.
proper runs,
Yeah.
extract if they needed people to extract,
Right.
but they weren't, you know, like you wouldn't put them in the forefront unless it was a dogfight in the air.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, they would stay back, have the planes on the ground ready if they
Mhm.
needed to go out, like I said, do a carpet. When I say carpet run, that means they dropping bombs in mass
On everybody.
succession on
Mhm.
everybody, right?
Everybody.
Mhm.
And then Marines would come in and scout the area and whatever was left.
Because
they'll
the
take it
Air
out.
Force, was actually the last branch to be created.
Correct,
The first ones, I believe, are the
Marines.
Marines and the Army.
correct.
And they
And
had
a lot of people don't know Marines were first.
exactly Marines are first, and they had a separate unit, a flight unit that used to work with those entities.
Correct.
And eventually, they made that specific flight unit the Air Force.
Now, extremely smart military, as far as the military itself, because the
Not just
the amount
anybody
of
can get into
equipment,
the Air Force.
right?
Boy.
The equipment that they run,
Mm-hmm.
hands down, some of the most top spy stuff you'll see in the world. If I disappear, you know why. All right.
I mean, I would get it anyway though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably failed the drug test and stuff. So
Ah.
I ain't get that.
He ain't got no high hopes right now.
Oh no, he got high hopes.
Yeah.
Oh, he ain't got no hopes
Yeah.
of getting in the.
He ain't aiming high. He
Right,
just
right.
high.
He's just high. Right. All right.
Yeah, that's it.
So you being in the military, you got out. Take us on a hostile journey. You facilitated to get into the rap game in what year?
Man, that's a good one, man. And what? Yeah, you want me to be specific? Because
Go
I
ahead.
know, I can tell you. I can't say the date, but I could say like 1988. Because when I first went to high school in '87,
I was 15
around that
years old.
time. I was 15 too. We're the same age.
I was a boy.
You know what? You and I was probably listening to the same thing. Now check this out. I'm in Queensbridge every Sunday. Every summer I would go to Queensbridge to go to day camp. I was working as a junior counselor, 14 years old, 15 like it was, and my uncle, I could say he put me on a rap because rap wasn't on the radio like that.
Nope.
Right? But
Except for Cool DJ Regular.
DJ Red Alert, he was playing, but he was playing like the party disco.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He wasn't playing like the hardcore.
Because they couldn't let him.
They, you know, it's funny. They didn't really have hardcore yet, but it was on the come up.
Correct.
So my uncle used to play for me like Dougie Fresh,
Hey.
Fresh Crew, On the
Hey.
Way to Heaven.
Slick Rick.
You know, Slick Rick. He started playing like Big Daddy Kane when he came out with Live. It's Saturday night. Get into it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's when I started listening to rap right
Okay.
around then. So I was like, wow. At the time, I was a poet. You know, I was writing little poems for the chicks, you know, in high school, and plus I'm a cartoonist too.
Okay.
So, you know, I was selling my stuff like that. But when rap came out, I was floored, especially when I heard Big Daddy Kane spell his name out. I was like, nah, this is what I'm gonna do. Then I paired him with Rakim. I was like, okay, this is a movement. I really gotta get down with this, you know what I'm saying? And it felt like everyone was doing it, all my friends was doing it, but then I felt like I could take it to the next level. Cause you know, you have people in your neighborhood and they got ciphers out there and you wanna jump in, but you hearing like stuff like, yo, I could do this better.
Right.
So I started to sharpen my skills, but the thing about it is, this is the kicker, this is the hostile journey. I wasn't confident about me being a solo MC back then. So what I did was, I was like, you know, I wanna be in a group. You know what I'm saying? Because I seen EPMD do it, I seen Run DMC do it.
Right.
So I'm like, I want to be in a group, but I want to write for my partner because I got a partner that was from the hood.
Yeah, the Juice Crew.
The Juice Crew, I grew up with all that, you know, Trash, you know, MC Shan, Master Ace. So I was like, Bismarcky, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm glad you
Even
mentioned
Funk
him.
Flex.
Even Funk Flex, yeah, to an
He was
extent.
in the Juice Crew.
He was, yeah, and Mr. C.
Mm-hmm.
So these are the extensions of the Juice Crew, and I looked up to them because I was, you know, half in Queensbridge, half in Flushing.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? My parents grew up in Queensbridge. They moved to Flushing for a better life. So I was born in Flushing, but of course I was always going back to Queensbridge because that's where they're from.
Right.
That's when it was dangerous out there. This you talking about before Mobb Deep,
That's right.
before Nas, all that. Actually, to tell you the truth, I went to day camp with Nas.
Okay.
That's like a fun fact. Like I didn't know Nas yet, but I mean everyone went to the same day camp.
Right.
So along with the story I'm telling, I started writing for my partner as well as me, so we could go out and perform, and he could feel comfortable about what he's saying.
Right.
But eventually, he picked up styles that were out then. He started sounding like Kane. And I'm like, nah, you can't do that. But he's like, nah, I'm good with it. And then we went our separate ways. Now, mind you, it's cool because like I'm a bunch of things. I'm a barber too.
Okay.
I started cutting hair in like 1990. I started cutting professional hair in
Hook my
93.
partner up. Do what? Do what?
But this is it was you have to say that. But it was my way of hustling because I wasn't selling drugs. You know, I was working in a barbershop around the drug dealers, hooking them up.
Right.
Meeting MCs though, because you know it's funny. Like Big Daddy Kane came in the shop before.
Facts.
Cool G Rap, I met him before in the barbershop. I
Facts.
played for him my demo. He was like, oh yeah, man, I like that. He might not have liked it, but all I needed to hear is
Yeah, he liked it, right.
and I ran with it. So, you know, eventually I became a soloist. You know, I went to the studio. I was using my haircut money to pay for studio time. I realized that, you know, it's a business.
Facts.
And that's when I learned, okay, this is really a business. This is not some shit that you just do on the street. You know what I'm saying? Because when I started going to the studio, you know, I would start paying for everything. My partner was there, my DJ was there, but I'm coming up with $150 to $200 for, you know, 8-hour session, 12-hour session. I'm like, hold up, this ain't supposed to work this way. You know what I'm saying? So this one I had, like I said, I went solo, and that was the best thing for me. That was the best thing for me. So went on my solo journey, but you know, you have ups and downs in life. So I can't say it's a downfall, but at the same time, it stumped me from getting to where I wanted to be as far as an MC. And in '94, I was cutting hair. I was going to New York Technical College to learn how to do graphic design, so I could do my own flyers. I'm like DJ Self. Like I want to do everything myself, you know, because I realize that people ain't really helping you out. Like you find that out. You tell a person a dream, has to be like, yeah. And then when you need them to meet you somewhere, they're like, oh man, you know what I'm saying? And they don't meet you. So I ran into that over and over again. My father was like, look, you're doing this rap thing, it's nice and everything, but I don't see no future in it. And that's when parents were like, rap is just a fad.
Don't understand.
You remember the rap is just a fad type of thing, right? So my mom
It's not gonna last.
My mom's like, it's not gonna last no more than 3 years, you should go to the military. So my father was in the army, so he tried to sell the military for me. It took him like 2 years, because I was like, nah. By that time I was in a group, not like a group that I was talking about, but I was in like a Wu-Tang type of group, you know, and I was the solo MC, I was holding it down. We had our own radio show, because we had a radio show back in 94, 95, it was called The Graveyard Shift, or 105.1.
Yeah.
From 2 to 3 a.m. we was playing we was breaking records, but my parents didn't understand that. So they, you know what I'm saying? They don't understand this hip hop thing.
Right.
So I took the ASVAB, which is the test to get into the military. And I got pretty high scores to go into the Air Force because my father didn't want me to go into the Army because he said, you know, smart people are in the Army, although he was in the Army, but he experienced Vietnam and all that. So he's like, look, I want to steer you in the right direction. You go ahead, you'll be fine. But I felt like, you know, that wasn't my place. Like, I don't have nothing against the military.
No, I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
But not for everybody.
But I'm not patriotic like that. I came in the military as an MC.
Right.
So first I was stationed at Pope Air Force Base in North Carolina, right? And I'm MCing out there where, you know, the Bama's are out there.
Right.
You know, and they get into a cypher, and that was before Trap. That was basically, you know, Outkast was out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You had triple six
3-6 Mafia.
3-6 Mafia.
Yeah.
And I looked up to them. So when I started to travel, which was good for me, to leave New York at least, to experience like different states and how to get there.
Right.
So I would perform in different states, you know, as like another name, so people won't recognize me. Oh, that's that dude from the base. Then I volunteer. You know what I'm saying? Because they be like, nah, he's from New York.
Yeah.
He alright, but you know, MC, you know, Guts is illa.
Right.
Biscuits and gravy, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I mean, but I utilize it for a chance for me to explore.
Right.
So, you know, I started MCing more, trying to sharpen my craft. I went overseas to Korea, because no one wants to go to Korea. You know what I'm saying? So I volunteered to go to Korea. It's funny, I started DJing overseas before I really started DJing here. Like, I'm an MC, but I do DJ here and there. And I started DJing at a local, on the base, they had like an NCO club, right? Where they party and have a Hot Wings Sunday. So they had me DJ that gig, and that got me introduced to more music. So I was like, look, I do MC, you should listen to me in this aspect.
Right.
But then it's hard to sell yourself when you're in the military. So bring you up to speed, I got out of the military in like 2001, around the time of 9/11, like right before it, which I was lucky.
Right.
You know, because 9/11 happened around like September, I got out in February. Actually February 14th, I was understand.
All right.
I listened to the National Guard. And I was stationed at Stewart Air Force Base in Newburgh.
Right.
That gave me more time to be more flexible. You know what I'm saying? Stewart Air Force Base.
Yeah.
So, you know, going upstate, I'm still advertising as a rapper. And, you know, eventually I started to, you know, be like, you know, I want to come out with some albums, but I want the right sound. And I kept the boom bap with, it's funny, hip hop was changing around that time. In the early like 2000 era, 2005, you know, going into 2010, you started having more trap music.
I call it the pop bottle era.
Yeah, the pop bottle era. You had the T.I. era.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You had the what's this? Move, Get Out the Way. My man, Ludacris era. You know what I'm saying?
The South.
The South was heavy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So and I had peoples from the South. So you know, I wanted to do collabos, but you know, I wasn't traveling like that. So you know, eventually, like bring you up to like 2000 and maybe 3 years ago, I met Bushwick Bully. I met Crazy DJ Bizarro.
Right.
You know, cause I had an album I worked on.
Shout out to the Beat Nuts.
Shout out to the Beat Nuts. I worked on this album with a producer named Configure from the UK.
Configure, yeah.
Configure's nice with the beats. He keeps it boom bap.
And that's England.
I'm a
Bloody
big fan of that. You know what I'm saying? My man, Respect to God, put me onto Configure. When I was down with Respect to God and the Perverted Monks, running out of Brooklyn. Because people think I'm from Brooklyn, because I'm always in Brooklyn. I'm always running my Brooklyn cats. But you know, that's why I gotta wear these hoodies. Like, you know, I gotta
let y'all know Queens is in the building.
Queens is in the building. So let me tell you, like guys, like whoever's listening, man. You know, this hip hop is nice, man, but it's work. You gotta put in the work. You gotta network, and it's about numbers. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, like you could have the illest rhymes and all that, but you still gotta network. You gotta bring up the numbers. You gotta have your social media together.
Right.
So I had to learn that through my time right before Configure. When I ran into Configure, his Twitter game is crazy. He already had like 6,000 followers by the time I met him. He was like, look, we're gonna bring your numbers up. I'm gonna do remixes for all the other songs you did. We're gonna start putting out EPs. So that built up my following and momentum to bring you up to speed to now. Because the thing is, me and Configure were supposed to have 2 projects. The last project I did was called Hostility.
All right.
So it was supposed to be like, that was called H1. It was supposed to be an H2, but that didn't work because we had, we had differences that we had to work out, and then we kind of went our separate ways. But at the same time, it was good. We came out with this one song that got that caught the eye of Chuck D and Leah Henderson, who works with Chuck D as an A&R. So once she heard it, she had me feature on Chuck D's radio show called And You Don't Stop. That was maybe 2 years ago. Since
Shout out
then,
to Chuck D.
and shout out to Chuck D, shout out to Public Enemy, shout out to Slam Worldwide, because I'm with Slam Worldwide now. And things are getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So
Yo, we need Chuck D on the show. Shout out to him. Come out, brother.
I can try to make that work, but I can't guarantee it.
No, I don't want no guarantees. But are you willing to put the time in and the work in?
Yes.
We really appreciate that.
So I mean, if I could say that I'm working with Chuck D, I mean, I must be doing something right.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
I must be doing something right. Because that's the God right there. You know,
No
next to
doubt.
Rakim, to me, that's the God. So, and I really like the fact that you and I are about the same age. Because and not to say that, it's not bad that you are.
This is why I come in. This is why I need to step up. This is why I need to step up.
The things I mentioned, you live through it. Like,
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I appreciate all types of music though. You know,
I appreciate all types of music, but I don't like. See, Hayes in the building
It's
again.
coming, right?
You're gonna say,
But-
I appreciate, then you're gonna be like, but I don't like.
No,
You don't
I appreciate it,
Yeah.
but what I don't appreciate
Is
is
the
the fact
direction.
that a lot of people his age don't want to understand that music in and of itself
Mm-hmm.
has a balance.
Yes.
And with them, it's all about the drip and nothing about the work. They don't want to work.
Yes.
Now,
What
anybody,
do you mean?
anybody and their mother can be an MC in 2018.
Exactly.
Anybody and their mother.
Absolutely
All you
not.
literally gotta do
No.
is just get a, as he say, a wavy beat,
Wavy.
and you can turn around and you can say, I'll sit, you can go and trap,
It's a talent.
trap,
It's a
trap,
talent.
trap,
It's a
trap,
talent.
trap,
It's a
trap.
talent.
And
It's
you
a
can,
talent.
you know what it is?
Because if it was so easy, how come there's not more people?
There's 1,000 of y'all.
Who? Name. Give me 5. My point exactly.
Hold up, I can't, they don't
Give
feel
me
they goofy,
five.
I don't
Give me
follow
5.
goofiness.
Give me 5.
This is the Evening Express.
The evening experience, I
Evening-
don't know the express.
This is the Evening Experience, and we're only
Expressing our opinion.
we're expressing the opinions,
Yeah.
but it's only our opinion
Yeah.
from our perspective.
That's right.
Yeah.
All I'm gonna say is
I speak for
that
you, though.
yeah, he speaks for
I
the
speak
youth,
for the youth.
but he doesn't want to deal
I
with
speak
the
for
facts.
the youth.
The youth of today never deal with facts. They deal with some fantasy land that doesn't exist
Why
in
does
this
every
world.
person over the age of 30 say that? Why does every person over
Because
the
you
age of
don't-
35 say that? We don't deal
The
with
best
that.
music come from the '90s, not now.
I never said it did it. I never said
You
that.
said that earlier.
I
I
said
that
no,
you
I
went
did it.
You
No, I
crazy.
did it. No, I did it.
The
I
music
never
now is
said
the
that.
wave.
It is.
It's the wave.
Music
You know-
now is the wave. I never said 90s was not. It was
Not the way.
Yeah, I never said that. I never said
Anyway, back to hostile.
exactly.
No, but you know what's funny? I like the debate because I like I said, I cut hair too. I'm working in a barbershop, right? We have debates like this all the time about hip hop, right? And the way I approach these debates, right? And you can relate, okay, you remember your parents and what they liked.
Of course.
You know what I'm
It
saying?
wasn't what we like.
It was not what we liked. And it's the
Exhibit A.
same thing every generation.
Exhibit A.
It might-
But I like
Exhibit A.
hip-hop.
Exhibit A.
I just don't like this crap now.
Exhibit A.
See, but you like hip hop in general, but there's certain sections of hip hop that we might not like.
But it's just crack serious. Call it hip hop.
No,
I don't
right.
call this music hip
So
hop.
what
It's
is it?
not
So
hip
what
hop.
is it?
So what is it?
It's crap.
See, A. Exhibit A. Hey.
But not all of it is. I can take the Migos, I can take Lil Baby, I can take Gunna, I can take Don Q, I can take A Boogie with the hoodie.
Mhm.
I just can't stand the
6ix9ine. That's the only one you can't stand. That's the only one you
6ix9ine.
can't stand. Who
I
else?
can't stand Young Thug because you can't understand what the hell is he saying.
Mhm.
He goes, no, you gotta listen to the
You
wave.
gotta
The
listen to
way-
it.
crazy
You gotta
though?
listen to it.
It's crazy. As long as I've been doing hip hop, which you could say like almost about 30 years. When we had the radio show back in the mid 90s, we was talking about how hip hop is dead. Ain't that crazy? Because nowadays we say the same thing, and we were debating about how KRS-One was throwing these dudes off stage, set adrift from memory bullets. Remember
Yes.
those dudes?
Yes.
Because we had certain heads that we didn't like, and we had certain heads that we did like. Me personally, I ain't got nothing against Too Short, but I ain't like Too Short. I ain't like Ice-T. There's certain heads I didn't like, but then I had to.
Nah, I can
mention
rock with some of look, let me say this. I can rock with some of Ice-T stuff,
Mhm.
cause that's my
Now that was a dope song.
That was a dope song.
But it was off the soundtrack.
But the
though.
after, hold on, but the after police,
What
but
does
it
that
was on the
mean,
book
though?
covers.
What does that mean though? There's gonna be sounds that you like and sounds that you don't like.
Ultimately,
That's
and,
what
and
it
that's
is.
how it's supposed to be.
Exactly.
And it has to be like
Right,
that.
so I'm supposed to say I hate this crap that comes
Yes, you
up.
can't call it crap. You can say
Well,
you don't like it.
It's
That's
freedom
one
of
thing.
speech. That's why we have radio
Yeah,
shows.
Right.
Because I can call a lot of stuff in the 90s crap. MC Hammer, he's not.
Yo, you can't touch this.
It's not it.
And the funny thing is, if you
It's
go to
not it.
K-Town and you say that, people will be ready to flip their
They beat the snot out of it.
But the thing is, I can't.
He
argue
from
with
the
that
Bay.
Because the thing is, you see, in my perspective, you're right. Because Hammer wasn't saying anything that was dope to me.
You know what I'm saying?
But
It was hot though.
it should get you on the dance floor.
Exactly.
If you want to work out your carbs, listen to MC Hammer.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
but
saying?
don't ever tell me that at any given time, whatever, Vanilla Ice is rag.
That's fire. That's fire.
Hell no.
That's hip hop though.
No,
That
it was
hip-hop.
rag.
That's a hip hop song.
It was straight rag.
It's funny because hip hop has dissing them back then. But see the funny thing.
No.
Okay, you had. You know what it is?
is?
And this is what we was talking about back then. You know, we had commercial rap,
Yes.
underground rap.
Yes.
Underground rap was always coming at commercial rap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you did have heads like Fight Dog, dissing Vanilla Ice. You know what I'm saying? And you had certain heads coming at each other because okay, you have MC Hammer. We might not like him lyrically, but he's an entertainer.
Facts.
He was in popcorn chicken commercials. That might have been like funny to us,
Yeah.
but as far as a plateau,
He made it. He did it good.
But my
He
thing
did
is,
it
but the difference for me between underground and commercial, mainstream, whatever you want to call it, is
Yeah.
you got to be able to make a song and come up with a whole sound altogether. Because I always tell them, it's battle rappers and underground rappers that can rap circles around 6ix9ine, Young Thug, 21 Savage, Lil Baby, but 21 Savage, Lil Baby, they know how to make a song from start to finish, and that's why they are where they are. And the battle rappers is
where they are.
where they
So
are.
bad.
No,
battle,
you know what? You're right.
Did it get the check?
Yeah, because okay, name the MC in the last interview. You had certain MCs you was mentioned, right? Some of them are lyrical, some aren't, right? The lyrical ones don't get as much shine as the ones that aren't lyrical.
That's why
look at
A Boogie is not as big as 6ix9ine. Because if we actually listen to A Boogie, A Boogie
Well, look
can
at this dude.
rhyme circles around 6ix9ine.
That's a fact. But that's different though. 6ix9ine.
But as far as entertaining, you're not gonna see them perform at the Emmy
Same thing,
Awards,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you'll see Lil Yachty
Right.
with the Sprite commercial talking about nothing.
Right.
But it's a Sprite commercial.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So you got different plateaus when it comes
Well,
to rap.
Lil
Right.
Tugboat can take his behind and sing.
Me personally, Lil Yachty is like. Shout out to him just because he's getting his money.
Oh, of
from his
course,
thing.
of course.
Get your bag.
But I don't
You
listen to
garbage.
his music. I don't listen to his music.
Why?
I'm not gonna call him garbage.
Why?
I'm not a fan of his music.
That's not what I
But
asked.
Target is selling
I'm
his
not a
music.
fan.
Not being a fan of
Target.
somebody's music. Tell me why you're not a fan of his music.
It's just not my sound. I
Because
don't
it's
like it.
garbage.
It's not just because you don't like something.
Bah.
It's just, I don't listen to country because
Bah.
it's not garbage.
Bah.
I can't see that.
That makes
Bah.
sense.
You hate it. You see what I'm saying? This is what I gotta do. You hate
I
it.
like this interview.
If you hate it,
All I'm saying is,
So, baby.
no, by all means.
Yes.
Hostile is definitely in the building.
Yeah.
Yes.
2019's coming.
Yes.
Neo rapper, tell us what you want people to understand about the EP that you have out.
All right, check this out. The EP is called Universal Fear, right? And the dialogue is considered to be neo hip hop. Now let's explain neo
yeah,
hip
about
hop.
to say, yeah, explain it.
Neo hip hop. The word neo means new. We know what hip hop means. So basically, we're trying to bring a newness to hip hop that's anti-trap. Now the thing is not totally anti-trap to where it's not like I don't like trap, but you won't necessarily hear me doing trap songs.
I wonder why.
Because I'm cut from a different cloth that came from the golden era.
You came from the real music era. Yeah, say it again.
Not to say that all these other forms of music aren't dope. Because I can't front. I do like some trap songs.
Yeah,
But at the
of
same
course.
time,
Of course.
I'm a neo hip hop artist, and I want to move in this movement of this EP that's coming that was out right now. And we just dropped a video a couple months ago called Revolution is Hostile. So Revolution is Hostile, Universal Fear. He got the song Icy Hot. These songs are how could I say? I'm mixing like a gumbo of neo hip hop within this, right? Icy Hot has a flavor like it has samples from MC Shan, right? But it sounds new. That sounds new. So it's neo hip hop. In Revolution is Hostile, for example. When I was coming up, I used to listen because my father. I used to listen to a lot of Elijah Muhammad,
Hey.
a lot of Malcolm X.
Hey, Miami necessary.
Exactly. So in that song Revolution is Hostile, we used a sample from Malcolm X because my father listened to tons of speeches when I was younger, so it kind of formed me and my knowledge.
Yeah.
So I had a knowledge of self when I was young.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
What's today's mathematics?
Today's mathematics is a revolution is bloody, revolution is hostile, revolution knows no compromise. A revolution overturns and destroys everything that gets in its way. That's from that Malcolm X segment. So we sampled Revolution is Hostile, cut it up in that song, made it Revolution is Hostile. The video's out right now on YouTube. If you could look it up, that'd be very dope.
And on that note,
And on that note,
what we're gonna do right now is go to my friend John,
hey John, what's going on?
board operator, Zone 6.
Zone 6.
Sixing on the zone.
Let's go.
If we can play that track right now.
And she said, hit that, right?
I'm a prodigy causing havoc, I'm tragedy tragic. I was a savage listening to Marley and Mr. Magic. Way before Jason Kidd played in Dallas as a maverick. I was full fabric, people cling to the static. Hostile, blast out, fully automatic. Rapid fire lines that be cracking your cabbage. Rappers need a lifeline, copy my style, it's gonna take a lifetime. Holding up airplanes at the flight line. Connect the dot sign, dotted lines on contracts. See the money stacks with dollar signs, check the rhyme revelation. It's a sign of the times, spitting rap sign language, all the rap Guggenheim. Press rewind if I'm blowing your mind. Rap brothel, blow you out one at a time. They define my style of rap, one of a kind. You wanna be worldwide but scared to come outside? Get out of here. I'm bigger than your daddy Kane. Nobody beats the Benz beatbox, beat you down right in front of your kid. Toss you off the bridge, line you up, shortest to the tallest. Send a rapper out of orbit, shotgun. I got dibs, check the cliffhanger. Building up anger, travel to another time, battle my doppelganger. Straight from the sewer, find your location like an Uber. I'm the past, I'm the future, I'm the God, Mr. Gruler. Pass through the hood, better duck the lead shower, street smart. Win the bar with the black power, God given talent, turn the boss into a coward. In the final hours, when the twins turn to twin towers, when I challenge certain superpowers. Picking sour diesel, put down the white powder. Put your dead body under a bed of flowers. Reconfigure your face, you're in surgery for hours and hours and hours. Reverse earth, make the earth shatter. Reverse angle on your selfie camera. The eye of the tiger make you retire. Apply the tiger bomb with the strong aroma. Your raps mediocre, murder weapons sweat you up like a super soaker. Let my rhymes nova over wildcats in Villanova. Dangerous, the cold city got different languages that consist of cold stares, cold shoulders, middle fingers. 12 years a slave, centuries of killing each other, calling each other people who can't behave. Difficult in the New York State. The ritual got you throwing me shade like a patio in the summer haze. Leave a bittersweet taste in your mouth like lemonade. Enter like King Solomon, exit looking like Lady Marmalade. Get the fuck out of here.
Follow us on Instagram.
This is what the cover looks like. I'm gonna give y'all stickers. I came up here. That's for you.
Okay.
I got one for my man down there, but I gotta go in my bag.
Shout out to Hostile. Once again, incredible MC. Now, tell us where that beat came from, because you saying it sounds like the Book of Bread.
Oh, not the beat, but the sample, the MC Shan sample.
Yeah.
That was the song he did for Marley Marl to get on his show. When Marley Marl first started with Mr. Magic, they had the rap attack.
Yes.
So Shan made a song. Yeah, Shan made a song dedicated to Marley Marl called, I think, Marley Scratch.
Yeah, okay.
And in that song, that's where the sample came from. So that's a little history behind, the little Juice Crew thing.
Tell everybody where they can find you on social media.
Yo, check this out. This is Hostile. You can find me on Instagram. Let's spell Hostile out because you might not know how to do it. You might mess it up. So HASTYLE_rhymes, RHYMES at Instagram.com. You can go to Twitter. That's Hostile NYC. And on Facebook, Hostile Rhymes. HASTYLERHYMES. You can find me.
And then you got another one, Slam Jam?
And that's Slam Jams, Slam Worldwide probably. Yeah, Slam Worldwide.
Okay.
Yeah, you can find Slam Worldwide everywhere. Yeah.
Okay.
You can find Chuck D everywhere. He's probably on tour right now with the Prophets of Rage. They're making mad.
I know. I saw.
And he just
that-
dropped an album.
Yeah.
Big up to Chuck D. He just dropped an album.
Once again, I call him God Body. He's definitely still prolific in speaking to the plight that we're going through currently.
Right.
He is definitely an OG in the game with Public Enemy. Shout out to him. Shout out to all the people that do the incredible work that paved the way for the people who are currently out now.
Currently out now.
They don't like to go back.
It had to be somebody
represent.
before.
Hey.
You always show respect to those.
No, they don't.
It's just a
No,
young
they
kid's
don't.
game. That's all it is.
That's-
Hip-hop always been a young kid's game. It's always been
It's
that.
not about young man.
Yes, it is. Because when my
Hope disproved that.
Oh, that's a
Hope dropped
right
the
there.
dopest lyric ever.
Nah, ever. Stop it. God.
Ever.
This is overrated. Hope has dropped way better bars than what he did on Meek's joint. Come on, man. Stop the madness.
See, that's the hate right now. You talking about hate?
That's not hate. I just
Hate.
Man,
said.
why is it like that though? Why is it that hip hop is the only industry that has an age limit on it?
And I'll tell you why. The reason why that there's so much of an age limit
It's
on
only
hip hop because of the fact that people who are younger always want to put people in categories. They don't want to accept. I don't go young hip hop. I just go hip hop.
Yeah.
I don't go old music. They go old. That's old school.
It is old
You
school.
still got
I call it old school.
performing, you still got KRS-One.
And that's what I'm saying.
They call it old
Music.
school themselves.
Hold up, but the funniest thing is, I never call music old. There's no old or young. For me, it's just music.
Mm-hmm.
I don't consider the
It's
young,
not rock
this,
music doesn't
this,
do
this music
that.
now. Oh, this is young music. No.
Yes, it is. You say that to me every day.
Hold up, no. I call you a young person because of your ideology. But
Good.
when I see 6ix9ine, I don't go, oh, that's that young kid. No, I go Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Yeah.
When I see A Boogie with the hoodie, I go, it's A Boogie with the hoodie.
Yeah.
When I see Young Gunna, I go, that's Young Gunna.
Right.
But the facts are, young people want to label what came before them because of the fact that they don't want to adhere to it. They don't want to say they came from something. In their minds, they started rap now.
Who said that? Never.
Because Tekashi swears up and down, he created the rap game. He given it
Where?
its lane.
When?
It's
Where?
purpose.
When?
Like hip hop never had a purpose before he came out.
When did he do that? Say that. I need a receipt. I need a receipt.
Send him the link.
I need a link to where he said that. All he's ever said is he's the hottest artist in New York.
He's not.
It's true. It's true.
He's one of them.
Him and Cardi B are the two hottest artists in New York. All you got to do is go to Instagram or look at Billboard or just look at streaming numbers.
Yeah.
Anyone in
Like
New
I
York,
said, it's numbers.
they're the
key.
top two, and that's not hating on everyone else. That's not saying everyone else is whack. It's just a fact.
So he's hotter than your boy Future.
Who? 6ix9ine?
Yeah.
Right now? Yes. Look at the numbers. Go to his Instagram. Go to his streaming
He's
numbers.
hotter than Lil Baby.
Yes. Oh, I don't know about Lil Baby. Lil Baby he's had a good year.
He's doing good.
He's had a good year.
Okay.
But 6ix9ine's hotter than him though.
And right now, Meek is not on top.
Look
Philly not on top.
Look at Meek streaming
I'm
numbers.
asking.
And look at 6ix9ine streaming
I'm
numbers.
asking.
And then let's talk. Let's
I'm
do
asking.
that.
I'm asking.
I'm telling
At
you.
this moment,
At this moment right Meek dropped his album.
Stupid just came out not too long ago either.
No, his whole mixtape just came out. It just got leaked. And it's the #1 album in the country.
So Meek isn't.
Well, we're not gonna know until Friday.
Oh, not Friday?
It just came out a couple days ago.
Okay.
It came out this
Alright.
The numbers
Friday.
are still coming in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's still coming in.
And for them saying that Hov dropped the hottest lyric of the year, that doesn't mean anything either.
What does that have to do with anything? We're not talking
Shout
about. We're not
out
talking
to
about
Hov.
Jay-Z.
Shout out to Jay-Z.
We're not talking about Jay-Z. We're talking about Meek Mill 6ix9ine, right? What does Jay-Z have to do with anything? You're relevant.
Oh, you don't want to talk about the GOAT though.
We talking about, I always tell you, Jay-Z is in a class of his own.
Yes,
like
he is.
you can't.
He doesn't have to do music.
He
right
doesn't. You know, he's doing this for fun. He doesn't.
He's doing this for fun.
And his bars too low key. They kind of piss me off. They kind of piss me off on Meek's album, cause it's like, yo, Hov. How old is he? He's like 40. He just turned 40.
He's the same age as
He
me.
just turned.
He's 44.
He's 44. Hov has been in the game and seen it all and has done it
No,
all.
actually, Hov is older.
Yeah, Hov is older. Hov is
He's
probably
48,
he's close to 50. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But he's been
Yeah,
around
he's
and seen it
like-
all, so it's like his bars kind of like, it kind of made me feel like I ain't doing shit with my life. Like, like Hov is just that great. It's just like
He made you think.
He made it's just like, yo, like that's just Jay-Z. That's Jay-Z. I don't put any rapper that I listen to now or previously in Jay-Z's class.
So let me ask you a question, and I know you know the answers, but I'm going to ask it anyway.
So then you gotta ask me for it.
Because of the fact that I want to hear your answer.
What?
Because I already know what it's going
What's
to
my
be.
answer gonna be?
So, is Jay-Z not hotter than Tekashi?
Right now? No.
Period.
Obviously, I just said Jay-Z's in a class of his own, of course. Jay-Z's been around 20 years longer than 6ix9ine. Of course. Right?
There's different versions of Jay-Z too.
That's
so
what
it's
I'm
like,
saying.
you know
Like
what I mean?
Jay-Z, I don't, when discussing hip hop, I don't put Jay-Z in the conversation because it's like Eminem. Like what's
Yeah.
understood is understood. Jay-Z, Eminem, Nas,
Yeah.
it's understood. Biggie, it's understood.
Tupac.
Understood.
Overstood.
Overstood. Like we know Jay-Z is the GOAT. We know Biggie, Nas, Eminem. We know they're the GOATs to this hip hop thing. Let's talk about the people that like are in the mix, like Drake, Kendrick, J. Cole,
The Lox.
the Lox. Like let's talk about those people because it's more fun that way. I'm gonna talk about Jay-Z.
Alright.
I already know he got 30 Grammys.
Yo,
I already know he
all I
got
wanna say
$1
is
billion.
Thank you for sparking debate. Thank you
Sure.
for being
Of
through
course,
us.
of course.
Thank you for giving us an opportunity to understand what
And
hostile is.
respecting the younger perspective.
I mean, I have to because I got younger brothers, man.
Instead of hating.
Dude, I mean, I'm saying because
You know what I'm saying?
it's barbershop talk. If you in a
Yeah.
barbershop,
Right.
I can't say size. I'm a barber. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, we were talking about rap right now. We're not in the barbershop, but at the same time, it has that same type of vibe.
Right. for
You
sure.
know, because like it's just high school.
Thank you for giving us
I love it.
neo hip hop.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you for giving
Of
us an
course.
opportunity
I'm gonna give you
to
more.
understand the fire, the flame that will never go out from the hip hop that brought us to where we are currently.
Yeah, we're gonna bring this to
It's
Africa.
a sad state of hip hop.
How is it a sad state? Because you don't like it? Because you don't like it, it's a sad state.
Hip hop ain't dead yet.
Nope. Real hip hop is not dead.
Hip hop is actually the #1 genre in the world. That's proven fact.
But on that note, once again, we thank you, Hostile, for being in the building.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Bushwick Bully. Thank you for
Thank you,
everybody who
Bushwick.
has had us. Thank you for everybody who's watched us. Thank you for everybody who streamed us. Thank you for everybody who got on the live today.
Yeah.
Got on everything that we were working on today. Thank you for getting us here and doing what we do. Once again, it's Work Boy, Mac 357 and your boy.
Big Chuck in the building.
This is the evening experience, 5 to 7 every Thursday. Let's go.
Oh,
You got the voice for us, man. I'm telling you. You remind me of my man Frankie Crocker.
I've been doing this for 8 years.